Are you wanting to know how to make these plum tomatoes into little love hearts on skewers, or even these mini salamis onto skewers as well? Then do make sure you watch right to the end of the video. Or even these grapes, making them into little flowers. It's all in this week's video. Hello. Welcome back to Lunchbox World. Now you might notice I have got my Love Hearts sunglasses on. It's nearly Valentine's Day. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the Lunchbox lady and I'm the face behind Lunchbox World, the YouTube channel that's all about putting the fun back into packed lunches. So with Valentine's just around the corner, today is just a really fun Love Heart lunchbox idea, but it's also a poignant time for me to just remind you that part of the role of the lunchbox is helping you reconnect with your loved ones. So it's kind of reminding you, the person that you pack the lunch for, that you do love them. And this could even be you. It's not just your kids, your significant other. If you're packing the lunchbox for you, it's also kind of loving you. And, you know, just thinking about the things that you put in the lunchbox. You can always pop in a message, things like that. So that's my overarching message today, and, you know, just to love on you. Anyway, so let's go. Let's show you this week's idea. So I always look to flowers for inspiration, for the colours, the reds, the pinks, the purples, just to get inspired. And I thought, you know what, Valentine's Day, it's all about pink and red and the vibrant colours. So let's see if we can find it in the food. So there's the beetroot salad, there's the tomato salsa. You know, I just started looking for anything that was pink or red or purple that would help put the love back into the packed lunch. So we've got pomegranate seeds, we've got the tomato salsa, we've got the pink pickled coleslaw, we've got the mini salamis, we've got loads of different serviettes. I had no idea I have so many serviettes now that are kind of the love heart, the Valentine's Day inspiration. I found all of the silicone cupcake cases, sprinkles, love heart cutters. Check out the videos above if you want to see the other ones that use those cutters. And then, as I said earlier at the start of the video, it's all about, you know, popping in a message, popping in a sticker, just to let the one that you're making the lunchbox for, that, you know, it's a way of reconnecting them. And there are other videos in the series where I talk about, you know, how to reconnect with your kids. So back to the fruit, there's raspberries, there's red grapes, there's red peppers. I've already talked about the lovely pickled pink slaw or salad, and, you know, we can't forget the love hearts coming. If you're in the UK, you'll know about these. And, you know, today it's all about putting the love back into the packed lunch. Now there is a whole playlist. We will be using these picks, so do check the link above for lots more inspiration. And, you know, if you're a fan of Gossip Girl, XOXO, and we've got these lovely picks that I found. So, you know, just keep an eye out for things like this that you can easily just pop in the lunchbox. And these are my favourite serviettes right now. I do love a love heart, and yes, I do call them love hearts because that's what they are. We're going to be using this cutter, the little one, for the red peppers. And we're using the yumbox. It's the tapas with the 5 compartments, so it is a little bit bigger. And yeah, I'm going to remind you, let's put the love back into the packed lunch. So we're going to line it with a serviette. You don't have to do this if you don't want, but I think it just adds an immediate splash of colour. You can also have the silicone cupcake cases at the ready, the pink ones, red ones, or if you don't have those, the paper ones will do just as well. And I put those inside out, and look at all my cutters. I had no idea I had so many love hearts. Now sometimes I do get them as part of a kind of cake mixing kit. I'm going to use this one and the smallest one of this little set of 3. Sometimes I find them in the supermarkets as well, in the baking aisle. So, you know, you can never have too many love hearts, right? So we're going to be using these ones because these fit really nicely into this larger compartment, and we're going to be using all of this colour. So I've just laid it all out. These are the ingredients, and we're going to make sure they all squidge in the lunchbox. Now we have got some pitta. You could use sandwich thins, you could use bread, and we're just going to cut them out to this shape. You can get about 3 of these out of each cutter if you're really clever. Well, depending on the size of the pita bread, to be fair. Now, I've just used white ones, but you could use wholemeal. It's totally up to you. And we're going to be using all of these little love hearts. Now, do check the link above if you have not seen the video about how to avoid choking hazards in the lunchbox. I can't stress this enough, but first up we're going to show you how to use these little mini plum tomatoes and make them into love hearts. So you've got to watch the shape, or keep an eye out for the shape. You put a diagonal cut in them and then rotate it 180 degrees and then skewer it. Now you may say, that's not a very good love heart, is it? And that's the point that I wanted to make. Whereas the second one, you can see it's a much better oval shape from the get-go. So do be very picky with your plum tomatoes. And you just do the diagonal cut, turn it around 180 degrees and then skewer it, and then you've got your love hearts. I mean, they're just such fun, aren't they? Really quick to do, and they're really impressive. Now we are going to be using the mini love heart cutter with the mini red peppers, and do check the link above for all of the mini lunchbox ideas that are in the series. Now when you are cutting up or using the love heart cutter, just be sure to really push firmly through it. You will need a pick or something to push the little love heart that you've cut out of the red pepper. And we're just going to make a quick stack of those that we're going to pop in the lunchbox as well. You could use the cutter for carrot, for cucumber, for all sorts of things, but as I say, the theme is anything that's red, purple or pink, and we're going to do exactly the same technique with the mini salamis. So again, these mini salamis, they're a cute little oval shape. You do the diagonal cut and then you turn one end 180 degrees and then slide them on. Now these are a little bit tricky to slide onto the pick or the kebab skewer, simply because they are a little bit greasy, oily. So, you know, you've just got to take a firm hand, let it know who's boss, and slide them on. So we're just going to put on 3 little love hearts of the mini salamis. I just think they're really, really cute, and it just adds more love hearts into your lunchbox. So, you know, why not? So yeah, we're just going to do one more, and then we're going to pop that in the lunchbox. So again, you do the diagonal cut, you turn it 180 degrees, so you just get that cute little love heart shape, and then skewer it on. So you could do this with anything that's oblong shaped. You know, the possibilities are endless. So you will see me slowly over time putting more and more love hearts into the lunchbox in any which way I can. Now, if you're curious as to how we do the little flower shape for the grapes, and sometimes these can be more oblong shaped, so you could make these into love hearts, but anyway, you just do the zigzag cut all the way around, cut into the center, and there you go. Now this is another way of reducing the choking hazards in the lunchbox. So, you know, we've got the raspberries as well in terms of the fruit, and we've got these little picks that are all skewered up with the love hearts. So next up, we've got to get cracking and get packing the lunchbox. And we're going to be using the cupcake cases, as I've said. So we've already laid these out, we've already put the pitta in, the love hearts, and you can see it's going to be just really full of pink, red and sort of purple shades. So we've just got a handful of raspberries, and we've got a handful of the little grapes, and as I say, we've already chopped these up to reduce the choking hazard in the lunchbox. But please, please, please check the link above if you're kind of curious and you're new to packing lunches and you've got little people. Do please make sure you chop up anything that might be a choking hazard. So we've got this pink salad, it's pickled. It's really tasty actually, and it's in the exact colours that I wanted, so you know, you could make your own. We're going to pop the 2 cherry tomato, the love hearts on top, and we're just going to dot around the little red love hearts, which are made out of the mini red peppers. Now we've also got the tomato, the salsa. We're going to pop that in the middle. I mean, you could load up, I haven't managed to find tortilla chips that are love heart shaped, but you could put the pitta in the oven or make it out of tortilla wraps. and get it into the right shapes. We're going to put in some more of the little mini salamis. We're going to stand those up so that they just don't take up too much room, and that's the beauty of these silicone cupcake cases as well, that you can mould them into shape. Now we've got these pink wafer biscuits. Check the link above if you want to see how I use them in a Barbie lunchbox idea. So if you have got a Barbie fan at home, you know, there's so many lunchbox ideas on the channel already, so do check the links and have a really good look around. And then I just love these little jammie dodgers, which have got the little love heart in the middle of them, and that's another sweet treat. And then I thought, you know what, I don't quite have enough love hearts in the lunchbox, so I'm going to sprinkle on a few more. And you might have seen I'm always looking out for sprinkles in the supermarket that I can just add to the lunchbox. So yeah, we've got a bit more space for some more grapes, so we're just going to pop those in. And you know, there is so much that you can get into these lunchboxes, and that is the beauty of Yumbox, that they've got the compartments, they've got the silicone seal all around the lid. So in a moment I'm going to demonstrate and show you what happens when you do shake up the lunchbox. You know, does everything move around inside? So do keep watching. We're putting in the you're absolutely fab, you are fab stick, just as a reminder. And you know, don't forget to send in a little message and love yourself, you know, because what we put in the lunchbox, you know, we want to sort of feed ourselves as healthily as possible, and that's the other beauty of sort of portion control and just, you know, having lots of different flavors in the lunchbox. So you can use that little pick as a pick, and just, you know, dot in all the little red peppers. So yeah, I'm just moving them out of the way so that we can shut the lunchbox. Don't forget to add in a fork or a spoon or something for the salsa, and we're going to just show you how to, well, what happens if you do shake the lunchbox around, what happens if you do kick it around in a playground. And you'll see when I open up that absolutely nothing has moved. You see, it all stays in its place, it's all very well behaved. And this was just using the simple cutters, some extra sprinkles that I'm going to sprinkle on the top of the wafers. You could use the edible glue to stick them down, so do check, there's more playlists above, because we are getting into spring and Easter isn't far off, so there's lots of bunny rabbit ideas and just so much fun. And it is all about putting the fun back into the packed lunch. So if you want to know more, if you're curious as to, okay, yeah, but you know, can you teach me everything that you know, I want to know more, grab the freebie. I am going to be running a masterclass, so do make sure you're signed up for that, and I will be giving away all my top tips in a masterclass that's just going to be online. And then, you know, if you want more, I have got courses, and I'm just about to finish off an ebook, a book that I've been writing. So, you know, it's all about loving yourself, isn't it? So really hope you love the idea. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Do check all the links above if you want to see more love lunchbox ideas or mini lunchbox ideas. There's so many different playlists now on the channel, and you know, I can't wait to see you in the next video. And if you do like the video, please give it some love. Let YouTube know that you like the content. Comment below, let me know which is your favourite video so far, or if anything resonated with you in this video. Thank you so much for listening right to the end. And for those of you listening right to the end, make sure you do all the action points. Then in the description box below there is a freebie. I'm here to help you get the most out of your packed lunches, so thank you. And if you did like this video, I really think you're going to like these ones next, so can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye now.